going on, guys? Hope you guys all had a great weekend. Before we get into this video, please be sure to drop a like on the video and make sure you're subscribed as well. We had an absolutely amazing weekend. Saturday was super lit, cashed out really nicely with baseball. Sunday was lit as well. Both days we cashed out in all formats with baseball. And then also made a good profit on PGA, about $100. So can't go wrong there. Then I was feeling really good, so on Twitter today I did a $75 giveaway just for fun. So 3 people got $25. So make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be doing giveaways pretty often whenever I hit big, like I did Saturday. So follow me on Twitter at the DFS Process. If you're enjoying the team, you can visit the website dfsprocess.com. Cheap lineups, and we're having good success. So looking to continue it on this Monday slate. Yesterday, Tehran was the deal. Looks like the 2 weeks off, like I mentioned, 2 weeks on the DL really helped him. He was great striking out Padres left and right. Actually had a no-hitter going, but he got pulled. I think he was hurt or something. Musgrove didn't do great, but the cash line in double-ups was really low today. I'm not really sure why. Scores all around baseball, they were really high, but we'll take it. Finished extremely high in cash line and double-ups. Made out in GPPs as well. So third straight day looking for the win. Let's get right onto it. 9-game slate. Starting off the pitcher, I love Trevor Bauer at 12-4. Facing this White Sox team again, it's pretty much deja vu. Just faced them last week. Put up a 32 spot, and I love Bauer a lot because, first of all, he's been racking up the Ks. Look at all these Ks he's been racking up. He has 10 or more in 5 of 6, and look at the amount of pitches he's throwing. So he's throwing well over 100 pitches in pretty much every outing. So when he's pitching good, the Indians have no problem letting him pitch. 118 pitches. One game he threw 127. So pretty much every game he's throwing well over 100 pitches, which is great. That just means more innings, more strikeout opportunities. And pitching at home against this White Sox team, which strikes out a lot, he's a no-brainer on the slate at 12-4. Definitely can make that price work. Second pitcher, I think Caleb Smith is a good spot. I'm going to kind of go with my gut like I did with Tehran yesterday. I don't like a lot of these. There's a lot of SB2s in the mid-range that you can consider. I think Pavetta's in play. Maybe Mikolas is in play. One thing I don't like about Mikolas is he doesn't have a strikeout rate. His strikeout rate's really poor. In DraftKings, I like to get a pitcher that has a strikeout rate of at least 1. At least 9 strikeouts per 9 innings or close to that at least, unless they're really cheap and I'm just going punt. But he doesn't strike a lot of people out, and they're playing in Citizens Bank Park where the weather is supposed to be 90s. It's going to be really, really good hitting weather for a lot of these teams, and I'm a little concerned with that with some of the mid-range pitchers. Caleb Smith, he's going into San Francisco, which is a good pitcher's ballpark. And since the Giants have lost Evan Longoria, that's a big piece in the heart of their lineup. He's a great lefty smasher. Now, their lineup is just not the same. Smith has been one of the best rookie pitchers this season, and he should be pitching today. He's scheduled to start. He said it should be no problem. And, as I mentioned, without Longoria, Andrew McCutchen is the best hitter against lefties that you have to worry about. Their lineup, from 6 to 9 to 5 to 9, just not really scary. And I like Smith. He has a great strikeout rate. He has 83 strikeouts in just 71 innings of work this year. And he doesn't give up a lot of hits as well. So I think he's a good option on this slate. First baseman, I love Max Muncy. I love the Dodgers today. The Dodgers have a lot of good hitters. The problem is that they're stuck in, Dodger Stadium, which is a notorious pitcher-friendly ballpark. But once these Dodger hitters get out and they're going to one of the best hitter ballparks, which is Wrigley Field, as you see, a lot of the hitters just have great splits on the road. Muncy on the road is hitting 305. OPS is over 1,000. Slugging percentage is 610. So he's just killing it on the road. So much power with Muncy. 13 home runs on the season. His slugging percentage versus righties is 606, and he's just been crushing the baseball. Chatwood really does struggles against lefties, and he just gives up so many walks that he's bound to get hurt, especially with his Poland Dodgers lineup that's starting to come out. So I love Muncy at 4,500. I think he's a really good play. Third baseman is probably going to be chalk, but in cash games, it's kind of hard to get away from him. It's Mike Moustakas at 3,900. Bartolo Colon, he just gives up too many home runs. The Royals' offense isn't great, but there's a lot of cheap hitters in the offense that if you wanted to go really high, spend up really high at pitching, you could easily make it work by targeting some of these cheap Royals like their first baseman, Dozier, Escobar, Alex Gordon. They're all really, really cheap. But Moustakas at under 4,000 is a really nice price tag against Cologne. Cologne really struggles against lefties and righties. He just gives up too much hard contact, too many home runs, and I don't think he can get away with it with Mike Moustakas, who has been crushing right-handed pitching since he's come into the league. This season, he has a .533 slugging percentage versus righties with a .275 batting average, so I think he's a good option, one of the safest bets on the Royals team. Shortstop, another guy that in cash games, it's going to be chalky, but Ahmed Rosario, I think, is really hard to get away from if he's leading off. He's projected to lead off for the Mets tonight. If that's the case, I think he's a really strong play against Tyler Anderson, who has not been great against either side of the plate this year. He actually has reverse splits, and Anderson does struggle against lefties more than righties this season. But Rosario does have good career numbers, decent career numbers against lefties, and in course, leading off, should probably get 4, maybe 5 at-bats. I think he's a really strong play, does have some power, so I like him at 2,800. That allows you to spend up at some other positions. And then finally in the outfield, going with another Dodger here, I think Jock Peterson is a really good play here, depending on where he hits in the batting order. Is probably going to just reduce his ownership. Usually hits in the bottom half of the order, but I could see him hitting in the top half if they decide to give one of the starters a day off. But he's just been too good against righties to just ignore. This season he's hitting 306 with a .616 slugging percentage versus right-handed pitching. That is just unreal. And Tyler Chatwood's been very bad against lefties this season, but he's been decent against righties. This season, he's held righties to a .235 slugging percentage, but lefties are slugging .400 against him. Lefties are also slugging 100 points higher against Chatwood. So Jock Peterson, I like him a lot. Goes under own, but he has the potential to really just win you a GPP if he just goes off, because he's just been absolutely crushing the baseball versus righties, and against Chatwood, I think that will continue. So those are the 6 guys I got for you. Thanks for watching. If you want to join the team, you can visit the website. Links in the description. Good luck tonight.